The difference that the program have made in the system, it's now making the life of the teachers easier because the learners are no more carrying the books. The teachers are now able to share the e-books in the system. So the learners and the teachers and the parents, they're in collaboration of parents getting the message at home, the notes at home to assist the learners. So it's a very progressive and prosperous program.
I-improvile kakhulu because sengihlukene nechoko. Sengila kwi-computer, ngiyapresenta nge-PowerPoint, ngenza ama-lesson wami nama-activities nge-laptop.
You know what, the EUC brought, or it brings a very important, let me say what, a very important contribution, because now, number one, the teachers are given computers. So it improves the teaching and learning, because in teacher development we have digital literacy. We need to use computers, or they need to use computers. We have basic computer training. They need to use computers. So if the school has the computers, then it means it makes our job easy. And then another one is that if they do digital literacy skills, it needs someone who is a little bit computer literate. So the teachers who have done the EUC, for them it becomes very easy to navigate the computer, and the facilitation becomes very easy.
At first, you used to go to a textbook, you look for information, some of the information is already outdated, and then it was a little bit challenging. Before you go to class, you'll scratch your head, what am I going to present now? Because according to the textbook that I'm using, or whatever I'm using to gain information, it's irrelevant. But with the use of this, you just go to your ATP, you look for a topic, you go straight online, you gather information, you prepare your lesson, your presentation. All of a sudden, you're right there in front of the class. It makes everything much easier and more interesting. Even learners, they tend to enjoy, especially whereby you have to put some video clips. It erodes the interest of learners to pay more attention while you're busy presenting the lesson.
For one, when you are used to going to school during the week and then you are told you have to attend during weekends, it becomes a bit of a challenge, but we got used to that. And then the time limit that we had to do the modules, sometimes there was so much work, but the time was limited. But we had very, very good instructors, so they got a way to work through that so that we can achieve all the targets that we're supposed to be met.
My further plans is to help the learners to be more familiar, and currently I would like to say I thank you for this opportunity, because currently we have to tell the learners on how to go. There are some other programs, for an example, there is the SASOL one, so we are going to teach the learners how to log in and how to find some resources that they might need if they are outside the school premises while they are at home, and they can be able to access such things like videos on how to learn such things, mathematics and other learning areas.
Sci-Bono has, in partnership with ETDPSETA, We've run this program over several years, so we've had several takes at it. This year we ran the program, the End-User Computing program, for 400 teachers. The program is run so successfully because it's done in collaboration with Gauteng Department of Education and with the ETDPSETA.
For the teachers, through this End-User Computing program, the teachers have been provided with laptops. And then for the schools that have served as venues for the training program, those schools have been provided with laptops as well as the data projectors.
So we collaborate in order for us to be able to enable the South African child who's underserviced to be able to access this world-class education on science and technology. And the beauty of what we're doing in Sci-Bono is that we're trying to make science and technology accessible, and the learning, you're changing the attitudes and the fears that were surrounding initially what would have been offered in the math space, in the science and technology space, by making it as accessible as ever. Now, today's program was also focusing on changing the mindsets and empowering teachers themselves as the leaders that would ensure that the learners themselves in turn are able to get the quality education that they are supposed to be getting. So the beauty of this program, with the collaboration from ETDPSETA, the support we get from the Gauteng Department of Education, and affords us an opportunity to touch as many teachers as possible and equip them with the skills that are at par with what society is requiring, that education sector is requiring, in order to ensure that the teaching and learning is made simpler and accessible to the underserviced.
It will assist them. They are dealing with the raw marks. How do they convert them? How do they deal with other issues of data? It becomes easier for them and it becomes interesting, and they could achieve more in a shorter space of time. You look at the issue of a PowerPoint presentation, it becomes easier for them as well to utilize that in terms of how do they communicate, put their ideas in a particular order to articulate them further. We're dealing with reports on a daily basis. But importantly, it is the issue of research. Our learners are knowledgeable about a lot of things. And if our educators are not put through this end-user computing to understand how internet can assist them to source information so that they become relevant in the classroom. So end-user computing, it is very much important in the system, particularly in education. We are not an island as education. We need to be able to participate globally, and to participate globally is, and also to understand the fourth industrial revolution as we're moving towards the fifth industrial revolution. We must be having the basics. So end-user computing is assisting our educators to have the basis so that we can move further.
ETDPSETA and Sci-Bono are strategic partners to the Department of Education. Our relationship is very good in terms of ensuring that capacitation of educators is continuously taking place. It is also helping us as a country to ensure that we achieve the mandate of ensuring that ICT become our daily weight in our teaching.